All right, folks, let us see if I can show you a quick working of my bees. I got them last week and I'm super excited. They're doing great. The colony is growing fast. So, excuse the mess. I don't know what you can see on the pictures, but my shop is messy. I got a lot of projects going on at the same time. One of the issues, one of the components is smoke. Smoke kind of reduces their capacity to communicate with each other. And it calms them down. So we want calm bees when we work our bees. We don't want nervous bees that are trying to figure out what's going on and that are acting out of stress. So we're gonna get some hay, some paper, stuff it in there. Let's see, yesterday I was having a hard time starting this. Oh, there it is. Let's see. All right, let's get that in there. Stuff it. I don't know if you can see, well, you can see the smoke. I want to make sure I have a good amount of smoke. I'm not experienced, and so the smoke has been going out on me, and I want to make sure I can do. It looks like I got a good setup in there. I'm only going to be with the bees for 5 minutes. I have to do something specific. So the colony is growing so fast, and thousands and thousands of bees were born a couple of days ago, probably 30 or 40,000. And my second deep box has reached its capacity. So when your box reaches about 70 to 80%, you have to add a super. If not, the queen is going to decide this box is way too crowded. And when the box is too crowded, they end up the queen will take half of the colony or more, and they will leave. And then all your hard work, hoping to have enough bees to create some honey for your family, goes out the window. So, because I'm new, I'm using gloves. I see well-seasoned beekeepers not use gloves. I'm gonna use gloves just because I'm not experienced, okay? So I'm gonna take my sugar water. I am going to take my tools and my smoker and see if I can get the phone too. I got a lot going on here. Let me take the little dolly. All right, I'm trying to show you the process and hold the phone and be safe about the process also, because if you're not paying attention and you piss off the bees, then you'll have a lot more stings than you should. I think they say beekeepers get stung thousands of times more than non-beekeepers just because we're surrounded by bees 10,000 million times more than you. So our chances of getting stung are just exponentially greater because we choose to be around bees and work them and open their colonies up. So again, don't take this as any kind of advice. I am not a beekeeper with any kind of experience. All right. Can you hear them? They're booming, okay? So my worry is that there's too many in this colony and they don't have place to store stuff. So I want to create some space. I don't know where the other brick went. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Let me see if I can put you down here. There it is. Can you see anything? Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. We're gonna take some smoke. I'm gonna smoke them. Check for the queen. I don't want to hurt the queen. If I kill the queen, you lose the colony. So let me show you here. This super is where the honeycomb goes. I have it empty because they need to establish the lower boxes first. This is where I feed them sugar water. I will refill that, so I'm going to take this out. And the bees will find their way off of this thing. Okay, so I will refill this. I see skin on my hands. I'm probably gonna have to close that up, but what I want to do is open the lid. I want to make sure I don't see the queen. I don't see the queen, so I'm going to open this up. Put this box to the side so the bees can make their way away or into the box. Let me get my hive tool. Our bees. I don't see bees here. I mean, I don't see the queen. This is the upper cover, and there is a ton of bees. Can you see? Just on the cover. So the top stuff is loaded, absolutely loaded with bees. So I'm gonna make sure I don't want the bee, the queen, to be on this top lid. And if she is, I just have to make sure that she's not gonna get hurt or damaged. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the front so they can make their way back in. All right. I wish I could show you very closely what's going on in this top box, but I opened it yesterday and I was really concerned, so I messaged my mentor. Let's see if I can push them in a little bit. I don't have time to go opening all of these, but there's so much activity. I'll try to give you a close-up. Now they've all pushed back a little bit because they've all moved their way back in because of the smoke. But if you can see, this is the top one, and it has tens of thousands of bees, so there's no more room in here. Every frame is completely covered in bees. And this is the second box. So there's the lower box and then the second box. That means they need more space. So I'm gonna give them the space they need. All right, can you see me? This is getting long, but just give me one more second and we'll be done. All right. So I'm gonna give them some smoke because I want them to come down. I want them to go down. All right, I'm gonna put this up there, and as carefully as possible, there we go. Now they have 10 more frames. They can use those frames to start adding, to put up in here whatever resource they want. So I'm going to space both sides evenly, and I'm going to then put the upper cover on it. Which is going to be interesting to do now. I don't want to crush bees. When you work with this many bees, it's going to be almost impossible to eliminate crushing bees once in a while. but you of course want to avoid it at all costs. So now we put the upper cover, and we take this box, and we're gonna keep feeding them because I still think they need more time to be able to fill their bottom 2 deeps with food. This is the food. It has a bunch of little holes. I'm gonna fill this up and give it back to them. I filled it yesterday, so they had half of that bottle in one day. So I'm gonna fill it up, put it back in, and I'll be done for now. The other hive, I checked it yesterday. It's doing pretty good, so I don't have to worry about it. It's not as busy as this one. Check for the bee and the bee mama. All right, folks, just like that. Move it to the front. Make sure it's properly to the front. Yep. And now they have room again. So now put the bricks back on. Brick numero uno. And the brick is just to keep that lid from flying off. Voila. We just checked the hive, added food, and added a super where they're gonna collect feed. So this one is for me. The bottom 2 are for them to survive over the winter. They filled that one up with enough bees to keep working through the summer. This top layer, this small one, is mine. Once they fill that one with honey, I'm gonna add another one and another one and another one. If the flow is that much this summer, I might be getting some honey available in the fall. Fingers crossed. All right, folks, I'm gonna get my whole clothes off, my jacket off, because it's hot out here.